We're back on the Eddie Corns podcast in Finlay. It's been a
rocky day.
It's been a long day. We started at the golf. We may or may not have recorded this podcast for 50 minutes before realizing the audio was fucked.
Bang!
But you know what? We care so much about this podcast that we're willing to sit in this room that's about 45 degrees with a tiny little fan that's done fuck all and re-record this entire thing.
This is the love for the podcast.
You know why? Because we are the fastest growing podcast in Australia, and this is what we do. We've got a fun episode for you coming up. Let's jump right into it. All right, Finlay. So the whole premise of this podcast is we were going to do overrated, underrated, properly rated of 3 teams each, 3 players each, and 3 coaches each. We also wanted to do this without telling each other the players. However, like I mentioned off the top, we may or may not have already recorded this podcast before realizing the audio was cooked. So we no longer have the surprise aspect, but we're ready to go because we're no longer rusty, if you know.
That's right. We've dusted the cobwebs off.
Exactly.
We've had a chance to.
And it's our first in-person podcast in ages.
Since school, I reckon.
Since school, and also the first one we're doing with video. So it's a good chance to just sit in the room and vibe.
Although the setup is...
Setup's not great. We're in Dad's new studio, which isn't finished yet, and it's definitely not set up for 2 people. So apologies if you're watching the video today.
No, it's not the quality.
It's not the quality you normally expect from an Eddie Corns podcast.
You can't apologise to him.
Reality
thank him.
We got a box full of merch in the corner. I'm wearing an Essendon hat because I'm just big on the Dons. Finlay's got a West Coast hat for some reason.
Will Dersma.
I'm sweating.
It's hot.
But let's do it. All right. Overrated, underrated, properly rated. Let's jump into it. I'll probably open my phone, shouldn't I?
Who did we have? I got it for you. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a good start.
We did talk about something off the top before, though.
We talked about the day we've had. No.
Yes, we talked about golf.
Golf. Yeah.
We played golf before. If you follow me on Instagram at CornsEddy, you could see Finlay's first shot. First shot of the day.
Yeah, and it went well.
Pretty much he hit it sideways.
No, it was backwards, mate.
And then flung his club about 100 meters.
And I will just say it's one of the better clips I've ever seen. It'll be on screen now for those listening.
No, it won't. No? I'm not doing any editing after what we've just gone through.
Yeah, you know what? I don't blame. It's 48 degrees.
I'm still going to make a thumbnail that takes about 4 hours.
No, you can.
What's the time? It takes so long.
What is the time? 2 o'clock?
It's 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
So this podcast could be going up at midnight.
That's all right. I don't mind that little mini pod. Midnight pod.
They'll get to watch it over the weekend, listen to it over the weekend.
Dad will be listening. Hi, Dad.
Elliot.
Kane will be listening. Kane, how are you?
Anyway, let's jump into it. Overrated, underrated, properly rated. Let's start here.
You going first, are you?
The Crows.
The Crows.
Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
Now, the Crows are properly rated.
Okay.
They aren't actually overhyped after what we saw of the travesty of straight sets exit. Worse than any port straight sets exit I've ever seen.
The Crows currently ranked? Like, how are they rated?
I think they're rated 6 up. I'm happy with them in 6th.
They won the most games of anyone last year.
Yeah, and then what happened under actual games that meant something?
True.
Premierships aren't won in May, mate.
But I think if you had to get a consensus, maybe you're right.
Put it this way: if what's a good team? If Fremantle finished first on the ladder,
spoiler,
last year, would they be more hyped up or less hyped up than Crows have been this offseason?
But they didn't.
Yeah, but we were doing this before. What ifs? I'm sick of it.
Well, but they didn't. So what's the point?
The point is that no one, I don't think is there someone who's like, Crows are winning the premiership? There's that one bloke on SEN. What's he called?
No, but I also think that they have a really good list. They had an amazing year last year, and it's pretty unfair for us to go and say they're going to finish 6th.
But they're looming some mega injuries,
Well,
mate.
they do have injuries, and that's the point we have to touch on. So Saligo's the latest one. Curtin's obviously huge. They've got a few little niggles and questionable things around round one. I think it's fair to say they're properly rated if they're first to sixth, if that's their range.
That's what I said.
If everyone is saying they're going to finish top four, which you don't think.
I don't think they're
everyone is
finishing
saying,
top four. No.
I think I've seen a few people say they're going to finish top four. And I was one of them. I thought they were going to finish top four until all these injuries have happened. I think they're overrated.
You think they're over?
I think they're overrated if people say they're top four.
Well, yeah. I mean, for those people, yeah, I'm going properly rated in the 5th to 6th category, and I'm happy with that. I'll die on that hill just because I don't like the Crows.
Want to give me one?
I'll give you one. I'm going to give you Fremantle.
This is a tough one because the range in which people evaluate them is so broad. I've seen a lot of people say they're going to finish 8th, 7th, 6th, wildcard. Seen a lot of people say they're going to be top four. So if the consensus rating of Fremantle is a top 8 team, they're properly rated. But it's really hard to evaluate where this team's going to end up.
I think they have been... Has there been a team, I think I said this in the last step, has there been a team that's been in as many incorrect top 4 predictions than Fremantle? So overrated, man. Kingy last year.
Okay,
They're winning the premiership. They're winning the premiership.
This is last year.
But they're not.
We're talking about 2026.
They're not going to change. When they
That's
haven't
not
shown
true.
signs of changing.
That's not true.
What sign have they shown of changing?
They've shown some signs, and also
Name a sign.
they have one of the youngest lists in the AFL. Last year, if you actually looked at their premiership window, it shouldn't have actually been open because they're so young. They're very talented, but they're not quite in the window as of 2025. I think now you can start to say Fremantle should be a top 6 team.
And if they're not, if they don't finish top 6 this year, the coach has to go.
Yes.
Yes.
I think if they don't win a final.
I think coach had to go last year, personally. With that
They
list.
don't win a final.
They're not going to win it. I don't see.
How do you think they'll play this year? Do you think they'll change it up?
No, because they haven't changed it up. They don't show any. They've got
So you
all
think-
the pieces to move
You
this ball.
think Justin,
JL,
is locked into this slow, methodical style of play,
it's been like
which
what, 8
doesn't
years?
necessarily translate to winning according to most historical data in the AFL.
And the way the game's trending, slow ball movement,
Faster the better.
faster the better, Corn. Faster the better. And your man, our man, SEN's man, Champion Data's man, Hoyne,
Listener of the podcast.
listener of the podcast, big fan of my work.
Fastest growing podcast in Australia.
Thank you. He says it best. If you can't move the ball, you can't win games.
Sure.
So this is clippable here. Fremantle cannot move the
Thanks for
ball with
letting me know.
any pace on it. It's slow and it's boring.
So that's not a clip.
But it's boring, Corn. I'm bored. I'm like,
No, they are boring. I agree. It's a boring
They've
game
got-
to watch.
we've said this before. We
Doesn't
said this
affect
last
their
week.
rating though.
Yes, because people are still hyping them up and nothing's happening.
But okay.
Do they have any? There's nothing's going to happen this year. I promise it. We're going to be underwhelmed just like we were last year. And then everyone's going to be going, they're going to win the premiership this year again. Kingy, I'm looking at you, mate.
Kingy does it for other reasons.
Oh,
You reckon?
guts up, mate.
It's like
guts.
Dad saying Bevo's going to win the grand final.
Guts down. No, that didn't work, did it?
No. Doesn't make sense.
Guts up.
My turn. Let's open up the Word document really quickly.
Notes app.
Let's go with a player.
Yep.
Charlie Curnow. Overrated, underrated, properly rated as he heads to the Swans.
Underrated.
Okay.
Very much underrated.
Tell me why.
This man doesn't know what delivery is. He has been dealing with some of the
So
worst.
you don't blame his year last year, which was way down on what we expect of Charlie Curnow, at all on him. It was all Carlton's fault.
I think he came in a little bit undercooked.
I don't
at
think he was
times.
as committed to the club as he could have been.
Well, yeah, and that's a mental thing. Same with TDK.
You know what I've just realised?
What?
My name is in the corner of this video for some reason. If you watch it, is this been a thing?
Where's that?
Have you seen it?
That's just your name on the
No,
screen.
I
mate.
reckon it's been there. I reckon that's
Nah.
going to show up.
I hope so. That looks all right.
All
We'll
right,
have to-
continue on Curnow.
Anyway, so what I was saying about Curnow
Yeah,
is,
tell me.
I can't do this, mate. He's playing around on the screen.
Keep going.
I've lost myself.
All right, so you don't blame Curnow's season.
I
last
don't
year
blame
at all
Curnow necessarily on Curnow. Their system was flawed last year.
Right.
They couldn't move the ball. Their efficiency was probably, were they 18th at the comp for kicking efficiency last year? I'd go out on a limb and say they were.
They'd be up there.
They'd be bottom 4.
They'd be up there.
Now, Sydney is probably on the other end of that spectrum. The delivery inside 50 for them has always been unreal with the likes of, mate, my hand is going to be wherever the fuck it wants to be politely. I own it.
Yeah, continue.
Isaac Heaney, Errol Goulden, Chad Warner.
We've heard the names. So you think he's underrated because of last year?
I think he's underrated because I think Charlie Curnow will kick 90 goals this year.
Including finals.
Right.
That's
Mark it down. Charlie Curnow will kick 90.
How many did Cameron kick last year?
90. 89.
I reckon. Okay, well, he was around that mark.
Yeah.
That was an unbelievable season.
I think you tip Swans for the Prem.
I did. No, I think he's underrated.
If the Swans win the Premiership this year, Charlie Curnow will kick more than 90 goals.
So you've changed it now. It's not just Charlie Curnow's going to kick 90 goals.
Well, obviously you're going to have to play. I said you'd have to play finals for that because it's including finals.
So where do you think the Swans end up?
I think they end up quite high.
You're sitting on the fence. Anyone can end up quite high. Tell me where number.
Top 4 then, Corn.
3, second, first, what?
Second on the ladder.
Great.
Brisbane will finish first.
Okay.
Again. Yes.
All right, give me a name. Let's go.
Give you a name?
Yep.
Easy, mate. My name for you is, drum roll please, Will Ashcroft.
This is a tough one.
It's a good one, this one.
Because he's an incredible finals player, 2 Coleman medals. The issue is
Coleman medals?
Sorry.
For Will?
Sorry. Apologies.
This is terrible.
Apologies for that.
That's shocking.
But 2 medals in the grand final.
2 medals, just medals. Premier's Reading Challenge, he's got a medal in that, mate. Advanced Reader.
Norm Smiths. 2 Norm Smiths. There you go.
Medals.
I'll give you the exact word.
Government name.
We got to respect Norm.
Norm. Yeah, Norm.
2 Norm Smith medals. He shouldn't have won either.
Oh,
Andrew should have won
one.
Lockie Neal should have won the first one. However, still an incredible player, not taken away from the games he's had in the grand final. I think he's overrated because when you actually look at his production in the home and away season, it doesn't stack up to the level he's played at in finals. But it's unfair to say that.
It's the case for some people, though, like Dustin Martin.
See, I hear this. Like, he's overrated because he's not a player that's worthy of 2 Norm Smith medals. But that's just stupid in my eyes.
What qualifies that?
He's just... I get it. He's won 2 Norm Smith medals. I get it.
But what else? Exactly. What else has he done? This is why he's overrated.
You have to be a great of the game to.
Historically, you have to be a great of the game to win 2 Norm Smiths. Is Will Ashcroft that player at the moment? No. Hence why he's in the overrated category.
He could get there.
Yeah. This is as clear as it comes for me. Overrated is just because of the 2 Norm Smiths. He's not that player.
Well, that's stupid though.
But he's a good name.
Overrating him because of 2 Norm Smith medals. That's dumb.
But that's what it is, though. This isn't like a what if he's won, what if he's done this. What else has he done?
Been a really good player. I get what you mean. He's overrated because he's won 2 and only the greats win 2 Norm Smith medals. But I'm agreeing with you. I think he's overrated. But I don't want to take away too much from Will. I think he's going to
I think he's good.
I think he's going to be incredible.
You've got to be good to win 2 Norm Smiths like we know. But not quite yet.
Okay. Let me give you a name.
He's not a great at the game yet.
Let's do a coach.
All right. I'm ready.
Clarko.
Oh, go on.
This is easy.
This is easy for you. You're going overs. I'm going.
Can I just give you a few stats?
Yep.
I don't think people realise how long it's been since Alistair Clarkson was a good senior coach.
It's got to be, 11 years now.
He hasn't won a final since the 2015 Premiership. Okay. He's now coached 8 years without participating in a final. So over 10 years since he's won one, 8 years since he's been a part of one. In sport, do we have a North Melbourne hat in there?
Do we? I reckon we might.
In sport.
Do they produce? Can they afford to produce merch?
In sport, the cliff comes quickly for everyone. Okay? Everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a player, a coach, an executive. At some point, you're going to fall off the cliff and become washed.
I hear ya.
Just is what it is.
Oh.
Has this already happened for Clarko and no one's realised it yet? Did it happen 8 years ago? Was Alistair Clarkson completely cooked as a coach 8 seasons ago And we're only now just realizing this is where we're at. I'm sick of people telling me about his premierships. I get it. It was over 10 seasons ago.
But how much weight can you take off 4 premierships? Who else has won 4 premierships?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Does it not matter?
It matters historically. It doesn't matter for 2026.
For 2026,
Clarko can't strut around Arden Street and say, hey, we might be really shit and we might not have improved under me at all, but I've got 4 premierships.
How many luxuries has he been afforded
because of
his 4 premierships? A lot.
And you know what? Fair enough for the first year. Fair enough for the second year if North Melbourne improved. Fair enough if there was some sort of semblance that he was still a good coach. He can't connect with young players anymore.
They've won 11 games in 3 years.
He can't connect with young players. That was the issue that happened at Hawthorn when Sam Mitchell took over. He couldn't connect with the young players at Hawthorn.
I'm convinced
and
the
now the
players hate
same
him.
thing is happening at North Melbourne. You know what defense is in sport? It's effort. And you know who's been the worst defensive team in the AFL under Alistair Clarkson, except West Coast, and we know how terrible their list is.
My boys.
North freaking Melbourne.
No,
It's an effort thing. And you know what happens when you got a good coach? You play with effort. You want to go to war for him. And there is none of that at North Melbourne. There is none of it.
North Melbourne are so underwhelming. So therefore, Alistair Clarkson is
Overrated.
Overrated.
Moving on. I'm fucking pissed off after that. Clarko,
sinner.
that whole situation annoys me. If North Melbourne do not finish in the top 10 this
He's
year,
losing his job. I don't think he can.
sayonara Clarko. I think he's got 1 year left on his contract
But-
after this season.
And I don't think he gets another job.
I don't think he does either. I agree.
Revolutionised footy, but
He did.
he's come back to bite him now.
10 years ago.
Let me give a name because
Give me
you've
a
given
name.
lots.
Give me a team.
You've given lots. I'll give you a team. I'm going to give you Richmond. Do you not want me to do Richmond?
Nah, Richmond's fine. I
can
think
change.
they're overrated. 5 wins last year. Let's calm down, everyone.
Yeah, but the speed, like, how can you say that though? Because they were touted to do 0. I think you said they might win 1 game.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Well,
I
that's.
said nothing.
I
like that.
will find it. You said
There's a few people who
something.
said that.
Yeah.
Campbell Brown,
Campbell Brown,
big fan of the podcast.
Brownie. Cam, how are you, mate?
Campbell Brown, big fan of the podcast.
He said they're winning 0.
He said they were winning none.
And you know what? I thought they were going to win none for a minute there.
And I get that, but it's still 5 wins. You know what I mean? People are talking about Richmond like they're going to win a premiership next year.
Kingy's talking about Richmond like they're winning a premiership.
There are some
next year.
Ferraris. I'm a Sam Lawler like #1 fan. I think he's going to be the best player in the competition. At some
Not quite
point in his
Jagger.
career. Well, I'm big on him as well. But let's chill out. All right, they won 5 games. How many do you think they'll win this year?
7+.
I think 6 or 7 is probably the right number.
Get that on the Instagram.
Right number. Do they win more than Port?
No, because if they do, it's a long day.
I think they're going to win the exact same amount of games.
You reckon?
Yeah.
They play quite early in the year, actually.
They do. Round 4, I reckon.
I was going to say 3.
Maybe it's 3 or 4.
I think it's round 3 at the G.
Might be. Either way, it doesn't
Who's
matter.
put that at the G, by the way? Stinks.
Isn't it on like a Saturday morning
Saturday
or
night,
Sunday
11
afternoon?
a.m.
Yeah. So no one's going to be watching anyway.
I'll be there.
My turn. I'll give you a team.
Okay.
Collingwood.
Collingwood.
Overrated, underrated, properly rated. Before you tell me, let's establish where people think they're going to finish this year.
6 to 10.
Agree. Let's go from that. We assume that's where most people
6
think
to
they'll
10.
be.
And I'm happy with 6 to 10. I think that's properly rated for Collingwood.
Okay.
The cliff's coming. We thought it was coming last year,
So
but it didn't.
let's talk this out. If Collingwood are if Collingwood are going to overachieve this year, they're going to finish above 6. What has to happen?
Injury free, you think,
Mhm.
which they already aren't.
Have to be brilliant at executing above their talent level.
So we're good at for parts
They have
last year.
to maximize the talent they have. I think last season, Collingwood reached their ceiling as a team. So they lost by 5 or 6 goals to Brisbane in the prelim. That to me is
The highest
the
they can
best
go.
possible outcome Collingwood can have with this list at the moment.
Mm.
They had barely any injuries. Halfway through the year, we were talking about who's going to beat this team. We couldn't see anyone who could beat them. And then towards the back half of the year, reality set in. They got old, they got slow, and they broke down a little bit, like many of us predicted. I find it really difficult to believe that 2026 is going to go just as smoothly as 2025 did. which makes me think they're overrated.
Yeah, I've gone overrated because I don't see how they get better in any way.
Exactly. And you look at the teams that finished below them.
They do get better.
2025, pretty much all of them got better. And there's teams outside the 8 in 2025 that pretty easily could jump up and overtake them. So I think they finished 11th.
I think, yeah, I'm okay with that. And that's why we've gone with the pretty much on or just a bit over.
I do think, though, if there was one team you didn't want to see in the play-in,
it'd be Collingwood, 100%.
From my boy Bear. Collingwood.
How are Bear?
Collingwood.
Yeah, just because they're so well coached.
And the crowd if they're at home.
Yeah, I mean, the well-coached aspect gets them 7 wins alone.
Yeah,
against those bottom teams. They are so well drilled. Excitement of youth is not really a factor for Collingwood.
They've got a few young players there. Up. Ed Allen is someone that Craig McRae spoke about today, about how he's putting some size and looks really good. We'll see what happens with him. He's out of contract, needs a big year. Charlie West, we're both huge fans of. We think he's going to be really, really good. He's going to be in a battle with Jack Buller for a spot in round 0.
Would you rather Myercheck or Jack Buller? For this season?
No, Myercheck, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Myercheck.
So they've got worse. They've got a worse team and they've got older. Yeah. Can only go one way, really.
Yeah. All right. You're up.
I'm up. I will pose to you. I'm not going to tell you if I'm going to do a team or whatever. I'm just going to go straight at you with Scott Pendlebury. Skipping to the Collingwood, back on Collingwood again. Scott Pendlebury, overrated. Underrated. Oh.
Overrated, because you have to talk about this year.
Yeah.
Incredible player, but he's old and he broke down at the end of the season.
I think if Collingwood didn't have Scott Pendlebury,
don't give me this.
No, I'm happy with this. If that bloke is going to have a statue everywhere he looks.
We're talking about 2026.
How much does he bring to the development of the little youth they have?
Exactly. Who's he going to be developing?
He's going to be the bet. Whoa! Clip that out. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard. That bloke is like gold. As soon as he goes, whichever club gets him is going to be better off with having him. He has to be. And I know we're talking about this year, but hypothetical, if we're talking about his all time, this bloke is severely underrated. Peak athlete.
2026, Scott Pendlebury is overrated.
He still plays a role though.
People respect him and everything, but
time stands still.
If he plays more than half the games for Collingwood this year, they're in trouble.
So you think he makes their team worse?
When the season progresses on, yeah. I think he'll probably be fine in the first few rounds.
Even if you stick him on a wing?
I just think at some point age has to matter.
But he's too professional. He doesn't.
He's fucking 40.
It doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter.
But it does, because he broke down at the end of the year.
Did he break down or did he have an injury at the start of one game?
He broke down. That is the definition of breaking down.
Well,
he couldn't play in the Brisbane game. They played him and he failed. He got subbed out.
Could have been the difference.
He wasn't though, was he? He was the difference in them losing potentially.
That's what I mean. Yeah, could have been the difference.
Yeah.
I just like Pendles. Had to sneak him in.
Okay, well he's overrated. I respect what he's done, but in 2026, Scott Pendlebury is overrated. Let's do a coach.
Okay, do you want to give me one?
Vossi,
Michael.
Pendles is 38, by the way, so we're
38.
slightly overrating his age, but still very old.
For
a footy player.
Yeah, very old. Michael Voss is properly rated.
Okay. Do you think he could be underrated because he's been given such a shit situation in multiple clubs?
I think you can't. He's the hardest bloke to rate in footy at the moment.
I think he's underrated in 2026 because I just don't think he's been given a list at Carlton that is up to the standard he needs it to be to perform. He's by no means a top, 7 coach in the AFL, but I think he could be 12 to 7.
So, but where do people rate Michael Voss?
I think they have him bottom 3 or 4.
Where did we have him on our list? We had him in C tier, didn't we?
No.
So, what are we going to say? Our little graph is wrong.
I'm just posing the question.
I think he doesn't have the tools.
Do you think Carlton has done everything they possibly could to make sure Michael Voss is successful?
Of course not. Carlton are rubbish. Carlton's management is, well,
not anymore.
Not anymore. With
There's no leaked photos or anything like that.
No, but there was a period where it was a bit. Hang on, what's going on here? Long period, few years, I'd say. Michael Voss has been not set up for failure, but not set up for success. I don't rate him very highly. I don't think there's anything to really rate him highly upon. So for that reason, I'm going properly rated. He is right in that little bit of albumin in the egg. Just kind of just floating there. I'm pulling shit out.
What do you call that? See, I got an A+ in English in year 12 and I still can't remember it.
You didn't get an A+. Tracy Corrigan hated your guts.
You know, I submitted one of these podcasts.
Yeah, I remember that.
And guess what it got as a grade?
At least a B.
An A+.
So there you go.
Because this podcast is the fastest growing podcast in Australia.
It wasn't 4 years ago.
The cultural impact this podcast has cannot be understated.
What culture? What? Mate.
We shape how people think.
That's right. Certain people, certain whackers on the street.
Your turn.
My turn. Ross Lyon.
Okay. I had Ross.
I had Ross. Double up. Tough one.
Overrated. Because people think he's funny and everything, but reality is he hasn't had a lot of success recently. Or
same thing with Vossi though. Was his list in the spot to have success last year?
I think.
Name another St Kilda player.
An argument can be made. So he made finals with St Kilda's list first year.
With the list they had at the time?
I think it was okay.
It was okay. Was it a...
I don't think he overachieved or underachieved. I think that list was where it should have been. I think last year they underperformed. I think there's been some behind the scenes stuff that is questionable. Like there was the rumors of the Exodus, which they seemed to get under control, but that was definitely something. Yeah. That was something. That wasn't just made up.
Starting from the Naz.
Wasn't just made up.
Weren't sure if he was going to sign.
So I think he's overrated.
I think they finish top 8 this year.
They better.
They better, because otherwise we'll come running for them. And we don't
finish top
8. You don't want the Eddie Collins podcast to come running for you.
No.
Top 6?
No.
No?
They'll be in the 9, 10? I think they'll make the finals.
Yeah, happy with that.
My turn. Let's do Naz. Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
Underrated.
Where do you have him top 10?
Butters Bond. 6. 6 at the moment. He'll be in the top 3 by the end of the season.
You think he's going to be top 3 Brownlow?
Yes, with the stats.
Do you like the stats being included?
Midfielders award, you'll never get rid of it. It's always going to be a midfielder.
Do you think the stats benefit the midfielders even more?
Yeah. Dacos will win by 30 votes.
Would you have liked to have seen champion data stats incorporated?
Daniel.
I'm not even going to attempt to say that word again.
What, incorporated?
Yes, there you go.
Look at that. A+ in English. Horror show. I like it. I think Dacos has to win it this year, probably, with the whole stats thing.
I think we're just going to eventually, like it kind of happens with the Oscars, where someone's such a good actor, but they haven't won an Oscar for whatever reason. And eventually it's kind of like, here, fine.
Just give it to him.
Like, fuck's sake. Like, we'll give you fine, finally. It's kind of what we're getting with Dacos. He's like the Al Pacino of football players, where Pacino won for Scent of a Woman. And that's not a movie that, you know, my parents have said to me since I was 4 years old. Oh, you eventually got to watch Scent of a Woman. It's like a life-changing movie. I don't think it's a life-changing.
Nothing's life-changing.
I think his performance in The Godfather Part 2 is life-changing.
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Hello.
But are we getting to that point with Dacos where it's like,
how has he not won one?
Yeah. Do we just have to give him one so people shut up?
I think he's gonna. He is already going to be one of the great players. Lee Matthews didn't win a Brownlow, Eddie.
Been plenty of good players that haven't won a Brownlow.
Kane Collins didn't win a Brownlow.
Chad came second in a Brownlow.
Chad did come second in a Brownlow. No one talks about that.
No one talks about that.
Travis Boak came second in 2 Brownlows. Did you know that? That's a little fun fact for you there.
There you go.
And he's a great player. Great player. Who are we talking about? Because I've lost it.
Naz,
yeah. Naz will finish top 3 in the Brownlow easily.
Do you think he's underrated?
Yeah.
Even after all the hype that's around him.
Was it enough?
Wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough.
Your turn.
My turn. Cool. I'm going to go, and this is a tough one.
We're going to be quick here.
Quick here.
Yeah, speed rounds.
Jason Horn-Francis. I'm still waiting for it to happen.
You're
Pick
just
one.
trying to push this agenda. We've had this conversation about 17 times on
Mate,
this podcast during the
But
off-season.
I'm still waiting for it.
He's properly rated. Some people hate him. Some people love him. He's going to be good. He just needs to get on the field.
At the moment, he's overrated. Let me make it so clear. I want nothing more than to be proven wrong.
Paddy Cripps.
Overs. 2 Brownlows long time ago. Forget about him. He hasn't done anything in 2 years.
Paddy Cripps last year was put in a situation that was incredibly unfair on him. However,
Other players would have done better.
I think if you had Cripps from 4 years ago in that situation from last year, it's a pretty different result. I think he's just entering a different stage of his career.
He's older now.
I think Carlton need to put better support around him in the midfield. I'm not sure that's quite happened during the off-season, so we could have a similar repeat of last year with Patrick Cripps. I think he's overrated. Agree. Give me a name.
He's underperforming.
Yeah.
Is
Give me
the
a name.
word. Give
Or
you
a
a name.
team
I've-
or a
I've
coach.
given
Whatever.
most of my
You
names.
can pick.
Have we done Uze? Yeah, we've done Uze. Have we done Matthew Nicks?
No, we haven't.
No.
Overrated.
Overrated. You were great home and away season, mate. You can't handle pressure. You are like a crusket catching a bowling ball. That's good.
That was horrible.
That's good.
Probably the worst metaphor that's ever
A
been
crusket catching a bowling ball.
put to
Hard,
line.
bacon hard. You're fake tough.
Moving
Your team
on.
is fake
He's
tough.
overrated. I'll give you one last one
That's
before
true.
we get out of here. Damien Hardwick.
Oh, I really like properly rated.
Properly rated.
Properly rated.
Properly rated.
Yeah,
What do you expect from Gold Coast this year?
lots.
Top 4?
Yeah.
Premiership?
No, next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the line everyone's going with. They need to get one top 4
I think they could finish top 4 this year.
kind of run out of the lane and they'll win the Premiership next year. Then you said you think they're going to be a dynasty.
I think they're going to win 3 of the next 5. Yeah, starting this year.
Boring.
Why's
AFL
that
would hate
boring?
that.
Would
You know how
they?
much the AFL would hate Gold Coast winning 3 of the next 5 premierships?
Yeah, I mean, I went to a Gold Coast game last year and there was like 15,000 people there. Dead. They don't care up there.
I don't care.
They will care.
Maybe they'll start to care if they win.
Yeah, I think this year they're going to start to care. Petrarca, he's a big name.
We'll see what happens with.
They flew under the radar this offseason, Gold Coast.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I don't think
Petrarca's
so. I think they'll
huge.
discuss a lot.
Petrarca's so much bigger
You
than
know how many
people.
Jamara videos I've seen?
I don't care about.
Does
I
he
don't-
play round 1?
No,
No?
probably not.
What'd you make of his preseason performance?
Love the
didn't watch, did
videos,
you?
love the promos.
You didn't watch.
I didn't watch that game.
Yeah.
I saw a few clips of him
I watched the whole game.
actually leading out.
Watched the whole game and disappointing.
I just think it's good to see him
And
smiling.
I tried to watch the whole Giants game.
There he goes.
However,
Did this last time. mate.
however,
My favorite.
Box Footy, their feed cut out for about 30 minutes.
Oh.
And I had to watch Andrew Gaze,
one-on-one basketball.
who is
mate.
a 60.
70.
No, he's not that old. He's a 50-year-old man.
He's older than 50, mate. My dad's 56.
1v1ing a 21-year-old for 30 minutes while I waited for them to fix the feed. I mean, that is disgraceful. And not only did it happen once, you wouldn't have known this, but it happened during Port's preseason
That's
game
news.
as well. The feed went down. How is DAZN? Sorry, how is Fox?
DAZN.
How is Fox backed by DAZN, which is a Saudi company with unlimited amounts of money, not getting their feeds up and running for a football game?
Kicking
What
out the
happens?
wires.
What happens if we're in a prelim final? 4 minutes, 3 minutes left. One team's down by a goal, and boom,
Nah, that
feed
doesn't
goes
happen,
out. And we
mate.
have to watch Andrew Gaze 1v1 a 20-year-old.
Nah, it wouldn't happen, mate. Not at the G.
I love Gazy, but I'd rather watch the footy.
Oh,
That's why you got to watch live and free on 7 and 7+. They'll feed will never cut out.
I reckon
ever.
it would if it was 40 degrees down
Never.
at Alberta, never again.
Well, it's been 40 degrees in here. Our feed hasn't cut out, and especially considering we've done
Although-
2 of these.
The laptop's making some harsh noises.
We are in a bit of trouble
Oh.
here. Hopefully you can't hear the tiny fan in the corner that's done
Nah.
fuck all. This has been the Eddy Collins podcast. Finlay, it's been a pleasure doing one in person with
We're
you.
back. We're back.
No review required.
Oh,
Coming on Friday. We might be live.
NNR.
Twitter,
NR.
TikTok,
Instagram.
Instagram, YouTube. If we're not live, the podcast will be up as
Friday
soon
night.
as possible on Friday night.
We're looking forward to
You
it.
don't want to miss it. Instant reactions to Geelong, Gold Coast,
Geelong Gold Coast.
Sydney, Carlton,
Early tips.
Sydney, Gold Coast.
Always the same as me. I'll go Sydney. I'll go Carlton, Sydney then.
Carlton.
Oh, Carlton. And
No
Jagger's going to have
chance.
40.
Carlton has zero chance, although I'm very excited to watch my man
Jagger's going to
James
be
Smith
tagged
play.
in his first game.
He could be. Wouldn't be a bad tactic, honestly.
Imagine getting tagged in your
Just
debut.
going after Jagger.
Goz's hamstring awareness for Goz.
It was bound to happen.
You know it's off the bone? Spoke about it yesterday. Off the bone for Goz. Big listener as well.
Goz is due back on the pod.
There. Drop in the comments who you want to see. I reckon that Andrew Dillon's got to come on.
Campbell Brown is
Laura
definitely
Kane.
due. Koshy maybe
Caro.
during the season. Caro's definitely due.
We'll get Carol.
We've got to get Caro on.
Carol and Kane like that, mate.
Yeah.
Koshy's due. I reckon it's a player's due.
Well, you fucking get me in contact with a player.
Oh, I can do that. I can
Charlie
arrange that.
West is our only hope.
Yeah, we can get
But we want to wait until he
blows
kicks
up.
40 goals.
If he kicks 4 in a game, he's on the next morning. I hope you know
Fair
that.
enough. That's a good call.
We can arrange that.
We can. All right. Eddie Corn's podcast. Leave a review if you enjoyed. If you somehow got to the end, 5-star review would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you're subscribed. A lot of you listening that aren't subscribed.
Or
what are you
following.
doing? If you're coming back, you're not subscribed and you're not following on the audio feeds. If you keep going back to the podcast,
What's the point?
why would you not follow?
You want noties.
Why would you not subscribe? You get notifications when it drops. It comes up in your feed when a brand new episode happens to come out. Just makes sense. So click the follow button.
And I'm putting in hard yards in 40 degrees here, and you
We
can't even
sit
follow my
in here in
Instagram.
40-degree weather in this sauna,
Follow my Instagram.
and you're telling me you can't follow us on social media and on audio platforms and on YouTube?
Pricks.
It's going to take 30 seconds.
Freaks.
30 seconds. All right.
But we do appreciate you listening. So
We
don't
do.
go anywhere.
We do love you listening. We could only be the fastest growing in Australia because of the support you all bring. So we appreciate it.
Be there. First
A
week,
lot.
no review required.
No
We
review
can't wait.
required. Coming Friday. Don't miss
Fuck,
it.
this is a long intro.
Peace.
Been great, guys. That's better.